Hello everybody, I'm the Awesome Jimbo. Welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. And so in the last episode, we got both the X-ray visor and the plasma beam, as you can see right here. And now we're going to go ahead and take some slight detours to go ahead and get the super missile variations of every single weapon. Or at least get the Ice Spreader and the Wave Buster. I think that's what it's called. And then head and then get the flamethrower on the way there. And since I'm here, I might as well go ahead and collect something that I'm sure some of you are puzzled as to why I didn't get it before. So, just gonna go ahead and hit that guy twice, and then watch the fireworks as he goes ahead and suicides himself. Unintentionally. Man, the plasma beam is second favorite weapon in the game. Least favorite is the ice beam. I honestly prefer the power beam more so than the ice beam. The ice beam is like the bottom tier. Not that it's effective, it's really powerful, and it's really useful for cheesing out enemies. It's just that its rate of fire is so infuriating. For some reason I thought you could scan that, so okay. And I already came up to this area, but wait, I have to let the bridge again? Oh yeah, so like last night, the last episode, I was trying to talk about how I didn't, about thoughts on Link to the Past, and like how I was discussing how was my very first video game, or either that or it was a Super Metroid. But like I ended this segment by saying like, oh, I don't like saying it's like I had this really weird mentality where I had to think that the sequels were always better than the originals, no matter what it was. Like Jurassic Park 3 was better than the first movie, in my opinion, as a kid. It's just like, oh man, the original is so much better. Alright, sweet, we got a power bomb upgrade. And it's just like, oh man, it was honestly the stupidest excuse humanly possible. Honestly, I have no real. Hey, we were kids, right? It's like the only reason that Jurassic Park 3 was my favorite movie was because it had my favorite dinosaur as a kid, and I don't know, it's probably my favorite dinosaur overall. With the Spinosaurus, it's a very stupid reason to place a movie as your favorite. It's like, everything. It's like the characters are stupid. The characters are morons. And of course, I don't know. Well, it's illogical how the Spinosaurus keeps on attacking everybody. But I don't know. It has my favorite dinosaur, so 10 out of 10, best movie ever, better than Man of Steel. But yeah, Man of Steel is way better than Jurassic Park 3. But back to the thing is like, even then, it's just like the video. It also applied to video games. Like Super Metroid was probably my first video game ever, and I say probably because honestly, I don't remember what my first video game was at all. I truly do not remember. Like, it's just, I have no idea why I would even bother thinking. Hang on, is it? Oh no. Okay, this is the perfect opportunity. So newbies, this is gonna blow your minds. Heck yeah. Oh, there's one left, but you know what? We got power bombs to spare. That's the power of the ice spread. So it's basically the super missile variation of the power bomb. It's less useful, but it looks way cooler. And yeah, every single weapon has its own missile variation, which is situationally useful, but they're pretty effective what they do. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of here. Like, I know where the other two are located. One is in the Chozo Ruins. Go ahead and eat that missile there. And so like I had them. So like, oh, when Metroid Prime came out, Super Metroid was just obsolete. Well, even then that was kind of that, and also because it was not mine, and my brother sold his Super Nintendo. so I couldn't play Super Metroid. I don't remember if it was my first video game or if A Link to the Past was my first video game. Like, apparently I 100%ed A Link to the Past as a baby, which sounds incredibly ridiculous. And even more ridiculous because I don't like the game anymore. Well, if you want me to be perfectly blunt, it's just like, I don't know, that game, I don't know, I don't know, I just didn't have the nostalgic immunity. It was like, I feel, I don't know, you're free to love the game. The game's good and all. It's just, I don't know, sometimes I do feel that people don't say like, oh, that is bad about this. It's like, I think we can all agree that the music in that game is pretty monotonous. Mostly the dungeon music. It's just like, I feel like most people don't do that is why people say that it's like, oh, this and that is bad, but the game's still fun. About that game, sorry, I got distracted. Because they have nostalgic immunity. I don't have a whole lot of nostalgic immunity to that game because, well, it's because they played it their entire lives. I didn't play Super Metroid or all that my entire life. I played Metroid Prime and Ocarina of Time my entire life, so of course I have nostalgic immunity for these games. Now I already scanned you. Come on. What the heck? Alright, there we go. Oh, okay. Yeah. As you might remember early in the Let's Play, I decided to take a slight detour to this area. And I'm going to make a slight detour to this area yet again. And it kind of makes me wish, saving time, that I decided to come visit this area later. Like, I think I got that one down there. Okay, so here's the reason why Chozo Ruins was kind of a pain in the ass. There we go. It's because these bastards love to show up out of nowhere for no friggin' reason. Alright. Like, all the time, and they just constantly halt your progress. That's why I hate that's why I friggin' hate the Chozo Ghosts, because they constantly, and I mean constantly, mess up your timing and force you to waste time. They just waste your time, kind of like how I'm doing now. It's like, I was planning on 100%ing this game if at all possible, but there's a very decent chance I will not 100% this game. So, don't get too mad at me, honestly. So it mostly just depends. So like, this puzzle here is really self-explanatory. All you do is just missile to death. Okay, so super missile, one of those will take those down. 3 missiles destroys one of these. It's like, oh yeah, so coming here is all worth it because there's that, and you have to destroy the structures. And I think you might also remember these things from we scanned earlier. The Oculus Rift. Home to many of Markiplier's greatest episodes, like previously on Dragon Ball Z. All that. I have never played an Oculus Rift. Okay, before I talk about Oculus Rift, I mean, assuming I don't forget about it, it's like, I don't have nostalgic immunity because, again, my brother has sold his copy of the game. Sold his copies of these games, of like Super Metroid and all that, and I didn't play them again until like later in my teen years. Where it's just like, I wanted to like, and then I played them and I just got like super infuriated with them. Like, Super Metroid less so. Like, I know my missiles are low. You can't really kill these things because they're just annoying creatures that just exist solely to waste your time and to detour your missiles. Alrighty, so we have reached the top. Welcome to, is this the Wave Buster? Is it called Wave Buster? Well, I know what it is. I don't remember what it's called though. Yes, it's the Wave Buster. So it is absolutely worth coming down here for two reasons. Morph ball, boom, solid landing. Okay. Well, you gotta admit that was a gracefully, unintentionally amazing landing. Okay. Come through here. You need the gravity suit anyway. You don't need the gravity suit to get the Wave Buster, so I could have gotten the Wave Buster, but this, I didn't remember what it was at the time, but this was the main reason I have not come down here. So we gotta get the Chozo artifact. I mean, I'm gonna have to backtrack through these areas anyway, once again. So, 62 items and 90% of all scans. So that's pretty good. It also said the percentage that like I'm overall 50% done with this entire game, like 100%ing it. Like if we just shoot through it, then we don't have a whole lot to do, honestly. Alright, so I don't have a whole lot to say or do, so I'm just going to... Oh no, wait. Another thing. Ugh! Will you go away? Wait, why didn't that hit him? Alright, there we go. So, like, I guess I can go ahead... Well, I need to go back to Talon 4 Overworld so that we can head to the phase on mines, or at least go to phase on mines through another way. But I kind of want to get the flamethrower so that we can get everything. That we can get all the wave beams. We don't need them per se. It just makes the game it just makes 100% of the game 100% TE. I don't know. I do not English properly at all. So like, I guess if you must know my opinion on Super Metroid, I like it just fine, but I'm never in the mood to play it. Well, I can't play it anyway because I don't have my own copy of it anymore. I sold it and I got like 50 bucks for it because it's supposedly super rare. I mean, of course, the Super Nintendo cartridges are not exactly the easiest thing to come by. Right, missile that. It's amazing to see how I'm really good at this, but really bad at Overwatch. I think maybe if I played it, I don't know, stop being a noob and just played the game on a keyboard with a keyboard and mouse instead of a controller, then I would actually have an easy time at trying to kill Soldier 76 and I wouldn't hate him nearly as much. Yeah, that's true. Did more of those things just spawn or something? Alright. We tried to come over this way before and we couldn't because I didn't have the barrier suit just yet. And it was kind of pointless anyway because I didn't have the whatever it was called, the gravity suit, the grapple beam anyway. And of course we have a huge reload on these things. Okay. Oh hey, at least you can see under lava. Grab on. There we go. So, oh, there's a place you can go, but at least, hey, you have the thing, and I have like 6 bajillion health, so, alright. Got you this time. Sorry about that. And, oh, hidden Chozo Lord, yeah, baby. Go ahead and scan that. You get plenty of goodies for exploring in this game. It's truly amazing. Honestly, I want to finish this so that I can continue on with the second Metroid Prime game, which I'm probably the most excited for because... What? Okay, if I can be totally honest, I do not remember this room at all. It's not that time yet, but I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I just had to do something real quick, like that. And now, just watch these guys absolutely get destructoided and one shot by amazing skill. And there, right there, lies the issue of having to collect a friggin' energy tank. You know what? There's just the backtrack gets a little annoying, but you know, there's plenty of stuff you can go ahead and collect on the way of on the way. So like once you get all the upgrades, backtracking is fun because like, oh, you get to go to that area. It's like, oh man, did you see how skilled that was? Yeah, yeah, come on, give it to me. Alright, can I do another one? Yeah! 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 What the heck? Why was I just going slow there for a second? Was I like underwater for like a split second? I have no idea what just happened there. Alright. I'm like... Alright, hang on. Alright, hang on. I just want to try something. Come on. Like, yeah, look at that. Why was I going slow there for like a second? Did I land on some moss? Is that... Ouch. Wow. It's awfully rude of you. Right. I guess like a link. So I guess I want to finish like if I hadn't already finished talking about this. Like A Link to the Past, I like it. I don't know. I just don't think it holds up as well as Super Metroid. Super Metroid, I think, holds up way better. Very weird that my second favorite franchise has my favorite SNES game between the two, and Zelda outranks Metroid Prime, the Metroid series, as my favorite video game franchise. And yeah, that's a fact. This Zelda is actually my favorite video game franchise. This is my second favorite franchise, and Pokemon is my number one favorite franchise. Is my third favorite franchise. Also, yeah, I have one shot. Okay, never mind. I guess not. I can't. We can't reach it. Oh no, wait. Yes, I can. Like, can you imagine how infuriating it would be to have to do all that all over again? I can shoot it from here. Bam. Just how infuriating it would be if you had to just like do all that all over again. All right. Get rid of that War Wasp. If you had to go through that all over again, but wait, you can just jump off from here. At least I really hope I'm right about that. I am absolutely right about that. Dang it. Damn it. What the heck am I doing wrong? Can I not get onto that way? Alright, let's try one more time. Oh no, wait, I could just go ahead and try through this area. Like, perfect lineup shot, and kabammy. There we go. Another missile expansion in the bank invested. Alright. Go ahead and find the best pathway. Find more caverns. Let us go over here. There's a... So I guess this will just be a Detour episode on an eventual not Detour that we're gonna have to end up facing through anyway. Door can only be opened from the other side. Okay, well that's kind of bass-backwards, if you know what I'm saying. Like, why would you do that? Well, I guess even if you couldn't reach it, so I guess there was really no point. Well, what if there were speedrunners that wanted to go ahead and abuse that? Like, what about the speedrunners? Like, I don't know any speedrunners. I know competitive Pokemon players thanks to False Swipe Gaming, which I've really been into. Oh, but I guess if you, for those of you who are curious as to my other thoughts on other Super Nintendo games like Super Mario World, Super Mario World is good. The boss fights aren't fun though. I guess besides the final boss, the boss fights are not very fun in that game. That's just me. And it's another game I grew up with. I like it just fine. I like the sprite detail of that game way better than A Link to the Past. Like, that game is like a masterpiece, as a SNES masterpiece of visuals. Like, I love the look of Super Mario World. And I like the way it plays, except for the Cape Feather. I do think the Cape Feather is just a wee bit overpowered. And it kind of makes the game not fun, in my opinion. That's just me. Like, what the fuck do I know? Okay, did I go the wrong... Did I seriously just go the wrong way? Um... Yes, I absolutely did go the wrong way. I'm sorry about that. But you know what? Lemons out of lemonade, so you know what? I guess I'll go ahead and backtrack to one small detour. I'll go ahead and explain some other stuff. The next episode, I'm just gonna be skipping ahead so that the episodes don't drag on like these two episodes have. Like, Donkey Kong Country is like one of the only Super Nintendo games I can still play and have fun playing. It's very, very bizarre. I realize that. Ouch. But I don't know. I don't know. Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 are like some of the only SNES games I can still play and have a great time playing. F-Zero, didn't really grow up playing it. I don't like the first F-Zero. It has not aged gracefully, and of course, comparing it to F-Zero GX is really not the best way to go, because F-Zero GX, in my opinion, is a masterpiece of racing. It really is such a good racing game. Like, I desperately want another F-Zero game just like it. Okay. I'm really sick of these Chozo ghosts. Like, how did you avoid that? You just avoided that. Just like a fraction of your health. So, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and destroy this right here. How did that hit me? I killed you. Alright, well this episode's going on long enough, so in the next episode we're just gonna get some collectibles. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.